All right, what's up, everyone? Thank you for joining us for another Launchpad. I have with me, as always, Trevor Blades. Trevor, thanks for joining me.
Hello, thanks.
Uh,
Yeah, stoked to be here. I don't know where to look.
I know, right?
Guess
Yeah,
I look up
yeah,
here or.
yeah. You look up there now. Yeah, what's up, everyone? So Blades got a new camera, so in case you can't tell, picture quality coming in super dope. But waiting on the dang multi-mount. I like this angle though. What do you let us know in chat, folks? Yeah, Team Crispy for real. I actually kind of dig this angle. Yeah. Let me know what you think.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's more of like a uh yeah, like documentary angle or something.
Yeah,
Like I'm not on a video call. I don't feel like I'm on a video call with y'all. It's like you're just like watching me code or something.
it's really cool too though, because if you look like when you look at the camera though, it's like a Jim in the office type moment. It's almost like you don't like you're aware the camera's there, and just every once in a while, you look at it when something
Yeah,
happens. But yeah, real Jim vibes. It's awesome. I think it looks good, dude. But yeah,
cool.
thank you for joining us, everyone. I don't know if you were around for last week, so I'll give you a quick recap of what we're doing. This is Launchpad, so we're building an app. We take we take projects and kind of boil them down to like an MVP. What does it take to get started with this stack? And we put it together. And currently, we're building a app for tracking skate spots. It's awesome. Yeah, we're using
Hmm.
React Native, AWS Amplify, and Apollo client, like Appsync through Amplify to do it, to tie it all together. So where we left off was we got first stream was really wild. My computer just did. But yeah, we got our project set up. We've got Amplify set up. We've got Auth set up. We created our GraphQL API, and that's kind of where we left off, right? Like the next step is we client.
Hmm.
Yeah. I did some research over the week, and we're going to see how this goes. There's the AWS Appsync client, but we've recently been using Apollo Client 3.0, and it seems that we have to see. We're going to have to go see what the compatibility level is like right now, currently. So this is a fun adventure. So I'm excited to dig in and see what it takes to get this to work. All right. So last,
Is the idea, Kurt, that like AppSync provides its own GraphQL client, or is the AppSync client different than
it's
that?
It's different. Well, no. So there's the AWS AppSync client, which is actually an Apollo client, like that is
Oh, okay.
uh, set up to like handle the AppSync particular stuff. So like in the configuration, it's the AWS config, and it will work. But you still then get to use Apollo under the hood, right? Because like we want stuff like the familiarity of the API, the cache and state management, and all that stuff. I would like to
Hmm.
there. Now, there is some of that stuff that is applied now with Amplify. They do have it, but as a GraphQL client, I prefer the Apollo GraphQL. It works with it. It's just a matter of like, is support there for 3.0 already?
Got you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but we could use the AWS Amplify client. So like it is an option. I just find that like the API is a bit weird. It kind of forces me client architectural choices that like I just are it's much easier to pull off with. So
Yeah, fair enough.
yeah,
And like the GraphQL API that Amplify gave us is um like it's just a GraphQL API. We can
yep,
we can connect to it with whatever client we want.
yeah, yeah. It's just a matter of making sure that the authentication is working and set up properly. And then there's been changes with how the cache behaves. So does this new version or does the Apollo client um, that ships with AWS AppSync, is that compatible with like um, yeah, or actually wait, if we just use theirs, then it should be okay. Now that I think if we use AWS AppSync,
Mhm.
right, because they're probably just extended from 2.0, so we wouldn't have the modern cache API. I guess would follow client.
Okay, I got you.
Whoa, you just came in all robot-y.
Oh,
Back though,
damn.
but it was cool. Like got, oh, whoa. And then it was back again. Is that just me? Or are y'all seeing that on stream too? You're fine now. It's just for a split second. It'll just go like robot-y and back to normal. But yeah. So sorry.
Yeah,
Let
you
me
were going
rewind here.
robot-y on me too.
Oh, was I? Oh, that's so funny. Okay. So yeah, what I'm getting at here is that yes. Scroll up to the top. Oh, actually, I guess I should share my screen with you. Boom. All right. So, and I guess I need to share my screen with the folks at home. Yeah, there we go. That might help too. All right. So here we go. What we've got is the AWS Mobile AppSync SDK. So if we check this out, this already exists. Like it's supported. But yeah, so it uses Apollo client under the hood. So you just create a new AppSync client and then give it the configuration from your AppSync config from the AWS exports file that got created for us. Then we can use this as our client for Apollo provider. Exactly. Yeah, it's very handy. But I guess I was getting confused because I'm like, well, wait, we use Apollo 3, but really we haven't installed. Well, we have, but like I think we just have to use Apollo 2. I don't think support is there. Like I think we could get it to work, but we'd have to do. That's what all these.
Well, I'm looking at that. I'm just wondering if that's what all these links are. These are your years of research.
Yeah, my years of in-depth research. Yeah, I didn't get too.
I'm wondering if it's possible to just create an Apollo 3 client using the AWS config stuff that gets auto-generated for us. Like we can take all of those same properties and just plop them in our Apollo client 3 config, right?
Yeah, so that is weird. Yeah, sorry, Brandon. My mic is like cutting in and out. It's just not picking up some things. Sorry, I'm gonna fix that right now. Okay, that should be better. I think my noise gate was just configured pretty poorly. Nope, no trick on you. Yeah, that would be a terrible trick. I apologize. Hope you didn't miss too much. Essentially what I was saying is if we want to use this AWS AppSync client as is, we'll have to use Apollo 2, which means we'll then have to use like a lot of Apollo client 2, which means we'll have to use a lot of the older APIs. I'd rather use 3, and that's kind of what Blades was alluding to, is maybe we can use 3 and just make like the updates we need to get it to work, right? I think is the gist.
Yeah, like in the example there, they like configure an AppSync client using a bunch of properties like the GraphQL endpoint and region. I don't know what all that stuff is.
That's for AWS.
Yeah.
Because like it goes in the headers, so like the region is like US East. That's where our user pool is. The GraphQL, or actually that's probably the region of our GraphQL API, and then the authentication type, and then we have to do the JWT token is not very difficult. Like we can do that part very easy. But yeah, I mean, there's not a lot that's super complicated here. I did read in some digging in this issue here that a lot of people got this to work with Apollo Client 3. And if I go and find this comment, scrolling, yes.
The one with the most reactions on it?
No, actually, yeah, pretty much. But interestingly enough, it's close to the most reactions. But so you can install these separate links, which is really what it's doing under the hood, is just using some custom links and get it to work itself. But right now there'd be no offline support, which we don't need really, I don't think right now anyway.
Yeah.
And then I thought I had where someone implemented it, like a full laid out example, but I think that was further out. But yeah, so we could do this. A lot of people did that. Like this person did it and got it to work. So we could do it with Apollo Client 3 and just do a custom link.
What about yeah, we could. Maybe in the interest of just like getting and stuff, what do you think of the idea of just going ahead with the regular old AppSync client and Apollo Client 2, and then just leaving ourselves like a little to-do note? Like maybe another stream, or maybe later today after we get it working, we can try
I'm totally down.
transitioning it over to 3. I think it might just be a bit more satisfying to like get something done first, and then try to transition the working thing rather than going from nothing to potentially difficult
Makes sense
setup.
to me. Yeah, makes sense to me.
Cool.
Let's do it. Get it in, get it working, and then tinker with it. Love it. All right, so we'll keep all this stuff open just so we don't lose it. But really, what we want now is this. So we need AWS Appsync React. Although this is weird. Oh, okay. And we need AWS Appsync. Okay. So let's get our.
And we need React Apollo.
Yeah. Oh, right. Do we already have Apollo Client 3 installed, and will that matter?
I don't think it will. If we're not
We don't
using
have
it.
it. Yeah, but we don't have
we
it
don't
anyway.
have it.
Yeah.
That React Apollo is like really old. I think. Like I'm pretty sure that even like the @Apollo / React hooks is
What we really want?
is like well that's I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, because we just need like the React APIs to use with the client. Like we're already going to have. Well, no, we need somewhere for. Does that provide the client and the provider? So they're getting like Apollo provider from React Apollo.
Yeah. So React Apollo is like multiple versions
Right.
old. It's not just like the last version before 3.
So
there
we
was
just
like
need Apollo
React
client.
Apollo. No, I mean I think we need some Apollo. We need to import the Apollo provider. And all I'm saying is that, well, let's take a look here. If I go to npm package React Apollo, I'm gonna open that up. For now, we can just install the AppSync stuff, and I'm gonna get back to you in a second on.
Okay. Yeah.
This.
All right. So AWS Appsync and AWS Appsync React. Why do we need the AWS Appsync React? Oh yeah, rehydrated. Okay. And I think that was the issue people were having with version 3 is like rehydrated wasn't working properly.
I see.
Yarn add, it would help if I put add in there. All right, cool. So that's installing. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't the Apollo client package have the provider and actual Apollo client class inside of it?
I don't think it has the provider, because the provider is like a solely React thing. It's not.
Right.
Like the Apollo client is just a JavaScript client. It doesn't care about your framework, but. So I'm noticing some interesting things here when I'm looking at.
Yeah, drop some links.
So that, and there's. I don't know how to interpret this. So Apollo was last published 8 months version 5. At Apollo last published 5 months ago. I don't know what this means. Like, is this Apollo client is certainly not on version 4.
No, I think version 4 is for this package, React Hooks version 4.
Right.
Does this have the provider?
Yes, this would have the provider.
Oh, then let's do it. Yeah, this is what we want.
And if we really want, let's see, slash, I think what we, okay, but right now, version 4, like we're actually going to want to, I believe we'll actually want to install an older version of this, because if you look at the source code for this, like at Apollo / React Hooks or any of that stuff,
yeah,
it just installs or like it has a dependency on Apollo at Apollo / client.
So we need version 3 is probably
latest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, we could check, right? I'll go to the like releases for it.
Okay.
Back, going back. Oh wait, that was a new window? How did I get here? No, yeah, here we go. So GitHub. Let's see, let's take a look at the releases. 298. Woof. Yeah, so many. This is not where I want to be. This is going to be a lot of. Yeah, I think we could try it with the React Hooks library. I could just do like at version 3 and we could see if that works. We could even see if it just works with 4. No, it can't. If it's pulling from
I mean,
client.
but yeah, I mean, like the other thing that occurs to me is that we could just try doing it with the like at Apollo / client.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know though. Like if app sync react, like what is actually,
like, are you going to look at the source for the client?
Yeah. I don't even know where to.
Yeah, I think here, let me just send you the link to the SDK.
Oh, I think I'm in here now.
I'm in Hacker Voice.
Okay. So it depends on React-Apollo. Okay, so this is interesting. It has a pure dependency on React Apollo 2.x. So I think that says it all right there. Let's just install React Apollo at 2.
I like it. Okay, we're gonna do it.
I think that's the most straightforward thing, and then we can just follow their instructions there. React Apollo at 2.
All right, I'm adding that. Wait, what else did I need to add? Just that, right? Well, I got the AWS stuff.
Just that, yeah. I mean, do you think would we need to install the GraphQL package? Because wouldn't that be?
I think React Apollo used to have that with it, right? Or no?
Okay.
We'll have to check, but I could have swore that came with it. Oh wait, unmet peer dependency GraphQL. So I'll install it. Nope, it would seem that we do need it.
Aha.
Boom, boom, boom.
Okay. So let's make sure we get the right version though, because
GraphQL. Yeah.
the peer dependency there. It says it wants you could, if you scroll up in the terminal.
Yeah, it
you
literally
can see
in the terminal. Yeah. Oh right, it wants one of these versions.
So I would do
15.
Like, let's do at 14.
At 14.
Because at 14, yeah.
When I do at
because 15 is the latest.
I'm gonna do at like caret 14 and see if that works.
Sure.
I did 2 for React Apollo and it literally installed version 2. No dot, no nothing. Like.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So.
That's very interesting. Maybe we try installing that again with.
Yeah. Oh, well, first I want to see if a caret works. Like I don't even know if that works. I don't know if I'm doing this right. I'm just guessing. I guess this is how you do it. Oh, you want to hear a funny story? I always drink out of this like Yeti thing, and sometimes I mix in like either like basically pre-workout, like a caffeine thing, or like a hydration stuff. Anyway, long story short is I like have a habit of shaking it even when it has water on it, but normally it has the cap on. Well, today I gave it a really good shake when it had no cap on, right over my desk, just like whoosh, whoosh, just water flying out of the bottle. It was great.
Oh man, that is good stuff. Yeah, so we got
what is that?
14. Okay. Let me just check something out here. All packages with npm here.
Yeah, I did it with Yarn.
Listen, Brandon, I agree.
To.
I think that maybe there's some immediate improvements that we can make here, something like that. But this is just kind of like a placeholder.
Yeah. It is what it is for today.
Camera right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what I need to do to
just make it better. Once you have a better mount, it'll be better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure, Brandon. Yeah, but it's just, he's limited to where it can go right now, which sucks, because he doesn't have an arm, like a mount to mount it. So he just has his tripod. What is it, like a Gorilla Pod? You have it on?
It's just some cheap tripod.
Yeah. He does look great, doesn't he? Coming in at 1080p.
Yeah, it's so strange that it would work like this. I'm kind of surprised that it does. In my experience, like with using npm, you could just define a number and it'll resolve to the.
I'm sure it worked.
The correct one.
So like.
I mean, yeah.
If I just put like .0, .1, it should be what we need, right?
Yeah. In fact, like we can see that it installed GraphQL 14.7.0.
So we're good.
Yeah. So
cool.
Let's just for consistency's sake, let's just do this.
I like it. What did it do for React Apollo?
And for React Apollo, we got 258. So we'll do that. Go. Cool.
All right, we good.
That should do it.
Yeah, I feel like, what happened to the music? Oh, the song's switching. That's what happened. All right, cool. So we're good. And we don't need to rerun Yarn, right? We're just good like this. Let's just keep going. Let's see what happens. YOLO.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got our Amplify instance configured, which is funny because now we're kind of not. Well, we'll leave this because we might use the Amplify package for other things. But for right now, we don't need that, but we do need all of this stuff. So let's copy all of your imports here. Let's bring those in. Boom. Okay. Appsync config. This is local too. All right, and that's coming from AWS exports. Perfect. Okay, cool. Oh, oops.
So this is a duplicate of this config.
Yeah.
So if we want to use this, we can just
that works.
Do something like that.
Yeah, that works. Okay. It's actually funny because like AppSync config really isn't enough of an that's getting pretty pedantic. Who cares? It's our amplify config. It's fine like that. Because like if we use it for like storage and other stuff, technically that's outside of AppSync. That AppSync's just a GraphQL API. Did I mention that like we can just start doing like a bunch of machine learning stuff as well in here and all kinds of other interesting things like translating text and stuff like that, like with the Amplify API? It's pretty cool.
Cool.
All right, so let's grab this. And we're gonna make our client. So now we'll have Amplify configured and we'll have this client. However, we're not using an API key. We're gonna need this token because we're using Cognito user pools. I could not for the life of me remember. I'm just gonna actually leave that. I'll check and see if we have API key configured, but we can get the token. We can do that through Amplify, and I had something open to this, I believe, an article where somebody was going over this. Yes, but I couldn't copy the code. What? Whoa, is that an image? Look up. Yeah, let's look it up. Where'd that go?
Oh no.
That did not work. All right.
Not what we wanted.
Yeah, I want to copy this. Well, that's all right. It's coming from Auth, and that's all that matters. That comes from Amplify. It's current
You can't copy
session.
it?
No, I literally cannot copy this, and I don't know why. I can't copy anything out of here.
Well,
it is a GIST. I can go to view raw. I just realized it's a GIST. Yeah, so we can copy this from. What is going on, yo? I can't copy anything. There we go. We'll just take this part.
You can copy anything you set your mind to.
Yeah. So this is going to get our token. So the auth package comes from there. We're going to get the current session, get the ID token, and then get our JWT token. And so all that's going to happen outside of here, this auth package that ships with there. So we're good there. So now the last thing is we're not going to export default. We're going to turn this into a function.
Okay.
Boopity boo. And we'll close this up. And now we're going to take home and make that a component. And we're going to wrap it in an Apollo provider and a rehydrated, and we'll be good to go. Apollo.
Okay. What do you think about I'm not a big fan of this like throwing an await inside of parentheses kind of thing. Like,
yeah, we
can
totally change that. That's some copy pasta. Feel free to make it your own recipe.
Yeah.
And then while you do that, I'll work on this. Rehydrated.
Go. In fact, I'm just going to do something like this. I like writing my function options like that. A little less equal signs and less thans and greater thans and all that stuff.
I'm all for it. I love some readability. All right, so boom, we got that. And now what is next? Next is, I think in theory, TM should just work at this point. Let's go back and check what they've got just to make sure that we are in fact, Apollo provider, export that. Oh, right. Are we exporting this? Yeah. So we're good. We're exporting. Okay. So in theory, this should work. We should be able to spin it up.
Okay.
Oh, I should have ran iOS already. Here we go, folks. Hopefully my computer.
Oh snap! What seems to be the problem? spotcheck/iOS package JSON does not exist.
Fair enough. But we didn't need it last time.
How did we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, how did we?
What command did I do?
npm or yarn start iOS.
Yeah, let me go check package JSON. Pretty sure that's
iOS.
Oh yeah, it's yarn iOS.
Start iOS. Yeah.
Yeah. Bingo. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, that's like what we expect. Okay, so it's working. Some things are installing. Ooh, I have the wrong. Some of your projects are not compatible with currently installed Expo package version.
That's Expo's fault, honestly.
Actual version installed. Well, we'll see.
Expected version. They
did. Ooh, Expo client on phone. Yes, you can do that real quick. Oops, shoot, oops. Yeah, definitely update the Expo client. Yeah, doing a little bit of hey, what's up, Xander? Yeah, doing some React Native. Trying to anyway. React Native is interesting in that, like, I feel like the biggest hurdle is like getting the project set up and running smoothly, but once you do, you're like uber productive at building mobile apps with it. You know? But yeah, it seems like could be a bit smoother, but I'm not sure how. Apollo client. So we do need Apollo client.
Oh. I don't know. Yeah. React Apollo. I'm just gonna scroll up all the way and see if we can see messages. So I mentioned to install.
Yeah, are you getting choppy? I feel like you're chopping.
I hope
not. Hang on.
Damn. I mean, I feel.
No, but like, yeah, sorry. Skype is like, yeah, it's being choppy. You know, I specifically. Oh, it's because of this. It's because of the bundler.
What's this?
No, Scott. Well, you were coming in choppy because so much work was happening on. I guess getting this app started. But yeah, while it was installing, you were like coming in choppy.
Too many bandwidths used.
Yeah, I guess so, but it doesn't say my CPU is being used a lot, which is interesting. I know I have some memory, so I'm not sure. Or maybe this thing is just lying to me and the CPU percentage is like drastically off.
Maybe like an internet thing.
It could be
unrelated to CPU.
That is a very good point.
I'm now sending you more pixels over Skype than I was before.
Oh yeah.
All right, now go yarn iOS and try this thing again.
I love it. You're running it from there while I look. There's supposed to be a. Where did I find this? There was like a CPU little thing for my Stream Deck I could set. I beat Breath of the Wild recently.
Nice. How'd you like it? All in all,
I thought it was really awesome. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Yeah.
How did Calamity Ganon treat you?
Honestly, it was like easier than I thought it would be. I feel like Lionels are like at some points harder to fight than the Ganon bosses. It was weird. Yeah, like well, I had the Divine Beast freed, so that's like half of his hit points right there. before the fight even starts. And then if you go in there with all of the, like, your shields and all of the like range attacks, like the lightning strikes, then if you just beat him up until he starts doing this stupid full shield thing, then you can use those shields and your electricity like attacks to stun him, and then you just hammer at him with that freaking master sword. It's like a 60, a one-handed sword, and the attack is so high. I feel like it was over really fast. Yeah, like I was like prepared for like a long, like drawn out battle, and it was over so fast. I was like, what happened? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
And you don't so to make yourself your damage output by some ridiculous amount.
Yeah.
And then you and you go in there and you're like this naked Link beating Ganon in like a few hits because you have this like super OP potion.
I forgot that I did have a very OP potion as well. Well, not like OP, but it was very strong. Like there was Mighty Bananas. If you just throw 5 Mighty Bananas into a pot, it gives you like a 3-up boost on your attack for like 4 minutes. So it was like 3 times the attack power with a 60. You know, the Master Sword is like a level 60 for like damage. It's really high for a one-handed weapon. So you're just like bap, 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 done. That and a couple ancient arrows, and it was a wrap. Yeah, I don't understand what's happening here with so we're getting async storage error, which really stinks, because this is from exactly, so it's something new, but why would we need Redux offline? I'm Googling. Oh, so this might be an issue with the network. Let me see. Yeah, well, they're definitely doing what we're doing. Ay caramba, downgrading React Native. This is the thing about like, oh, here we go. While I wait for the official fix, I fixed it by changing the resolutions.
Okay, this was in 2019 though. Let's keep reading.
Yeah,
There might be
towards the bottom.
More recent solution. Yeah. I'm gonna just look for reactions.
Yeah.
Okay, there's 5. Oh, there's 6. Yeah, that's pretty good.
I think it's said in this tutorial here in the very last comment, so I'm going to check that out real quick. Migrate React Apollo from V2 to V3 in conjunction with Aws Appsync.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, they have what we had. Oh, disable offline true, I think is what we're missing. Okay. I think we need this.
Let's just try doing that.
Yeah, I think I remember reading this in another issue and then I forgot about it. But let's do it and see what happens.
Where do we put that?
That goes in the client, the
right
AppSync.
There?
Yeah, I believe so.
Great.
Yep, and that would make sense.
Let's run it again.
Reload. Build in the bundle. Build in the bundle. Yeah, yeah, Xander. I know I'm late to the party on this response, but yeah, seems to be when we bundle or start up this app, I guess the Skype server that's running on my computer, it's like a lot of network data being sent to this remote device, and so it just like makes Skype chonk along, chonk, chonk, chonk.
I'll be sure to say some really important, poignant things
Very important things.
whenever we're bundling.
No,
I'll save all my most important things.
it's still saying it, but we might have to like restart.
Dang.
Should I restart it, or maybe that's just not the fix? Do I have that
Dang.
in the wrong place? No, that's the right place. Yo, stop frustrating me. What? Why is this so much different? Okay. Oh, but yeah, but see, this is what I think this might be what we have to do. So if you look at what I'm looking at here, but we're on React Apollo 2, right?
We are.
So this shouldn't apply to us. This is for React Apollo version 3. So according to this, we are doing the correct, except for these AppSync options. We're not passing that in, but I can't see how that would matter.
Let's try it anyway.
Yeah, I'm just realizing now that they're doing React DOM, so I thought this was for like React Native. No, it's just in general. So this could be also specific to React Native. I didn't realize that was not that.
Yeah, perhaps the bundle it's not able to resolve is React Native community async storage.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Because now we are going to have like separate, like the second options parameter goes here. I don't think this is going to fix it.
It's so strange. So this is like a Redux offline thing, and it's just funny that
we're not
we'd be using Redux. And
yeah,
I know. So it's like
that's what makes it so frustrating.
What is the deal?
All right, I'm gonna restart this bad app. Prepare to get.
Okay, here's the thought.
Ooh, okay.
Maybe this whole React Native community net info thing.
Oh yeah. Is the issue.
Maybe it's not. Maybe yeah. We have the. It does say my project may not work correctly until you install the correct versions.
All right, let's try it. What version of netinfo do we need?
Should we see how this one shakes out?
Yeah, let's see how this shakes out. We'll let it start. We'll let it shake.
Okay, I'll install netinfo afterwards.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
It's necessary.
So somebody sent me these like little dry erase boards. Yeah, it still can't find async storage, so it's still a problem. But these are really cool.
Okay.
Because I can take like little notes and just wipe them away. And now I can doodle.
Cool.
Yeah, now I can doodle. I'm not good at it, but I can.
Let's go yarn add React Native community /net info at crap.
Crap.
I don't know what's going on anymore. Okay. Oh, to install the correct versions of these packages, please run expo install package name. Okay. I can do that. Expo install package name.
Yeah, look at us. Installing expo packages. You know, we should have got Evan Bacon on here. Probably could have had us up and running in like 30 seconds.
Yeah. What's Evan Bacon's claim to fame?
Oh, just
How many?
works at Expo. Does like a lot of Expo. There's a whole,
Oh,
a whole
okay.
bunch of people there who I'm sure could also do this. But like he sets up these projects like all the time. Builds a lot of really cool apps with React Native, like games and other stuff like that. You should check him out. Oh, he's also, fun fact, I think they're called master Lego builders. He's like built like 6 foot
Oh
like
my gosh.
Lego statues. Like I think he did like
Cool.
Iron Man or something, or maybe Captain America, one of those two. And like for Marvel, he's done like a whole bunch of them, like really big ones. A bunch of YouTube videos.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. I don't have the patience for something
Okay,
like that.
so
No way, no how. All right, so
now our net info is added. We'll go yarn iOS again.
yeah, start her up.
Now we should avoid that Expo warning, but it's only like 3 patch versions off from what we had installed.
That's interesting. But sometimes it's like one version
but,
off, and it's like boom.
Yeah, it's true.
I haven't experienced this pain since Major League Soccer, and I'm starting to have flashbacks.
Is Major League Soccer the last time you did native development?
Yeah.
Well,
at like scale. Like,
coincidence?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Think not.
No, at AWS I did some stuff, but mostly like native development, like in Android or React Native stuff, but nothing like mostly like demo apps and stuff like that. Yeah, we're still getting this error for Redux offline. This is driving me bonkers.
Yeah.
Oh, we probably need to uninstall React Native, or maybe we need to install React Native Async community async storage. Like if we need net info, do we also need this React Native community async storage?
We might like it. This might just be a pure dependency of something that we did not.
Yeah.
Do like I just checked our yarn lock and it's nowhere to be found in there. So we'll just go yarn add.
Or or do we do Expo add because it's an Expo package?
Yeah. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah.
Expo will scream at us if we installed the wrong version anyway.
Yeah. Well, I just know like they'll run like pod install commands for like certain packages and stuff. Like some Expo packages have native dependencies. I don't know if it works with Yarn. I honestly just don't know, like, because it's been so long. I don't know if that works. We'll find out.
We sure will.
5, 4, 3, 2.
On next week's episode of
we're at an hour and we're still trying to get the client set up.
Dependency stream.
Yeah. But we'll get it, and we'll be better for it.
So I have to imagine that we're not going to run into the same issue of that unmet or like an unfound dependency. But it's like, will we run into a different issue?
We don't know. This is the suspense. That's it. Yeah, thank you. Michael in the chat pumping us up. Hype. Yeah, we got this. We'll get it going one way or another.
Okay, finish bundling.
Nice.
I like that.
That's new. Oh, error. Look at that beautiful log box.
Unable to start, huh? In order to initialize AWS Appsync client, you must specify URL region and auth properties on the config object or a custom link. And
we're close.
I believe that's what we did, right? Like, that's what we tried to do anyway.
It is what we tried to do, but I also passed this like second parameter. Maybe I got that wrong. So let's get rid of this.
Appsync client.
Let's get rid of that. Because like, I don't think that was related to our issue anyway. So let's just save this now. And maybe we try again. It should just reload, right?
Maybe, yeah. I'm looking at the signature of this. Okay, AppSync client, GraphQL endpoint. Let's see. I'm gonna take a look at this AppSync client or AppSync config.
I'm here now.
Thing.
So
What's
some of the properties probably names aren't matching up. And
I don't see it in my file tree at all.
AWS exports. Oh, it's under git ignore. You'll have to look here.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I'm looking at your screen.
So yeah, it looks like some of those properties aren't there. I don't see the stuff for the API here.
Yeah. What gives?
Yeah,
what gives AppSync?
What does give?
What does give?
This. Oh, I wonder if it never updated this because remember it failed to write to the GraphQL file.
Oh, yeah. I do remember that now that you mentioned it.
So the command exited. Okay. I bet the last step is to like update that config file and it never did. So let's do this.
Can we try again?
Yeah, we sure can.
Okay. Push it.
Push it real good. Man, so many soundbite opportunities.
Oh, yeah, dude. I remember this. This was that thing that it took
ran forever.
It took like a comedically long time to push.
Yeah. And then it ended at the end because it couldn't write. Oh, I should figure out how do you like fix your write permissions for a folder.
Oh yeah, it's so funny. Like doing these working on this project with like weeks in between.
Oh yeah, it's like flashbacks.
Where you like where you forget like what the hangups were the previous time.
Yeah, see, so API is still on create. So okay, so how do you give the read write permissions to like a folder on Mac? Do you remember? Do you know?
It'd be chmod.
Yeah, that's the command. It is chmod, and then I want to say it's like -7.
So it's like RW.
Yeah, read write.
Let's see. Who do we want to grant read write access to?
Oh my God, I don't know the current user.
Does anybody know the number thing? I think it's like 777.
I thought it was 777 is read write execute, and I don't think we just want them to be able to read and write. Let me Google it.
Okay. Pose a huge security risk if you do chmod 777.
Yeah.
But this is also just like our local thing. It's not like we're chmodding a web server or something. I love it. We're just like a couple of jabronis like thinking like trying to remember what these.
I could not remember. Oh, this is visual.
So,
here
something's
we go.
For sure.
All right, I think I got it.
Yeah, we could do it. We could do it the noob way. Open up Finder and.
Yeah, here we go. So read and write.
775? What do you think?
Well, it just says like RW. So we could do like
RW dash?
I have to look up the actual command. That's what I'm trying to figure out now. Like show me the terminal command. Where's like here we go. chmod Y.
Oh, okay. So I see. I think I get what this means. This is actually a really interesting little piece here. Numerical permissions. Check this link out.
All right.
So the way that a chmod command works is you have permissions for 3 different user classes. Who are the 3 different user classes now? Let's see. User, group, and others.
Yeah.
And it goes in that order. So you can either specify these as like 3 characters, like R, W, and X, or like supply a dash or a hyphen rather, where you don't want to set permissions at 3 times to represent the 3 different user groups. Or there's all of these like numerical permissions. So like 7 777 just means I want
for all
rewrite and execute
groups.
for all
I
three
get
groups.
it. I
But
get
you
it.
can change the
number per group.
Yeah. So like
I want read, write, execute
664.
Yeah.
Or 7764 or something like that.
I would
Okay,
want.
but the groups are the file owner, members of the group, and all others.
So I want like 766. It sounds like.
Almost the number of the beast.
Right?
I guess so.
Let's just try it. So. Let's go for it.
Okay. We could always, as I hope, I think we're good. Somebody in chat, if we're about to make a huge mistake.
Oh, it's already done. I already did it.
Okay.
Yeah. So now we're starting. Yeah, we're gonna go again. I need to write that down. chmod. I should write a little like blog post note on it. Come on, don't be a stinking pen. Oh, I'm such a dummy. I just wrote.
What's that?
I just wrote on my dry erase little thing with a permanent pen.
No. Oh, jeez. What have you done?
It came off. I guess I got to it like fast enough, you know.
Oh, good.
Oh, do I want to update? Yes, I do want to update. Yes.
Sure.
So nothing has changed, so it's not going to do like a big push, so we don't have to do that again.
Okay.
Oh no, dude, awesome. I'm sorry to hear that. I've heard really mixed things about that game so far. Either people really love it or they don't like it at all. There's not a lot of in the middle, which is interesting.
What is the like what kind of game is it? What would you compare it to?
It's like a story-driven, like JRPG, like but just set in like kind of a futuristic dystopia.
It's like Final Fantasy kind of thing?
Kind of, or like The Witcher or something. Like it's story-driven, you make choices and interact with folks. Like I don't know what I honestly like Assassin's Creed is probably like this too, like God of War. Whichever ones where the storyline like affects the outcome, like your choices affect the storyline.
Yeah,
it's one of those. I think
it's Fable 2.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
What's up, Ziggy.js?
Yeah, Ziggy.
Look at this error: read-only file system. Make dir /GraphQL.
All right, so here's the idea. Let's just create a GraphQL directory.
Now.
Yeah, you do make dir GraphQL.
All right.
And let's try it again.
Yeah. That was super frustrating. I like this song.
So yeah, 664. Did you do 664 or 764?
I did 766.
Okay.
Should have.
Oh, that should have.
Yeah.
Should have worked.
It should have given permission.
But also, we might not understand what we're doing.
I definitely don't understand.
Yeah, count me in as well. Read, write, execute.
Sorry. Let me see. Yes, I want to continue. Yes, I want that. Yes, I want all the things.
Okay. Start Cyberpunk RPG open world. Sadly, it's very, very buggy. I you know what? That's
always tough with new games. Yeah.
There's I mean, yeah, it is. I think that developers, I've noticed this happen a lot. Like Fallout 76 was the last example in my mind that was like a game that was highly touted, like very highly anticipated. The developers like built it up like it was this groundbreaking thing, similar to kind of like the public perception of Fallout or of Cyberpunk for like the last 3 years or however long it's been. And then they delivered on launch day like the buggiest piece of shit imaginable. And then, oh man, read-only file system.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
I think I have to give
Anyway, I
permission
think that
to this app, maybe. I'm going to check my system preferences.
Amplify with error creating directory. I'm just looking at this
Yeah.
here.
Let me do this.
Can you LSL? Can you do can you actually, let's see.
You could probably do it.
Can you make this a read write?
This one. Oops, yeah. Yeah, I got you. There you go.
Thanks.
While you do that, I'm checking out my permissions here. Come on.
Okay, so you can go LSL to see the permissions of all these different things. It's gonna try to. It looks like it's gonna try to make dir.
Yeah.
GraphQL every time.
And it should have the right permissions. Like I have the documents folder, which this is a child of.
You know what we can do? I'm just gonna remove the GraphQL directory, and then we can just try doing sudo amplify push.
Oh, interesting.
So we're you gotta do the honors here.
You don't know my password yet?
We're not that close.
Yeah. Real friends share terminals.
Real friends share terminals.
Not passwords.
But like not passwords yet. No. But yeah, like regarding the is it going? Did you type your password?
I hit enter. Maybe I got it wrong.
Here, I'm gonna. Oh, something seems to be happening, and I don't know what it is.
Yeah, look at that. That looks fun. All right, so hang on 1 second here. There we go.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. Hold on. Before you run sudo amplify push, I'm reading some more stuff here.
While you read that, I'm going to answer Dude Awesome's question, which is, do we prefer AppSync and serverless over federation? I think that they serve really two very almost different use cases. I'm all for serverless, like technology as a whole. I think you use federation to solve problems generally more than just like regular scale. So when I think of serverless, like I'm thinking of it's solving like horizontal scaling for me. And sometimes vertical scaling as well, but really like the horizontal scaling issue. But like that comes at a cost, which is that it's managed, and like manage is okay. We're building here with it right now. I'm not saying manage is bad. I'm just saying that it does come with a different set of like limitations than you would get using federation and having full control, but that comes with a different set of problems. You have to manage the infrastructure and make sure you can handle when services need to be like down or rotated out, because they're updated and so those problems become somewhat yours. Apollo has some stuff to help you deal with that. Like we have managed federations. You point your clients at our managed gateway, and you don't have to worry about like redeploying the gateway every time your services change. But like, yeah, it's just about trade-offs, honestly. So it's more about like knowing what your project needs are, how many people will be working on it, like what's the potential for this graph to grow really large. Because one of the things that gets difficult is with a single graph, and like with AppSync, that's what you have, is it becomes very unwieldy. And then when multiple teams are working on a graph, that's where Amplify you start to hit the edges even more, because it's not super easy to share. Like the schema for this project is within this Amplify folder in this project, and it's under back end, and that's under API, and then here's the schema that we write to build the AppSync. API. Now, there's other ways that you can do that. You can actually use AppSync first. So you could set up your AppSync API and manage your schema from within the AWS console, but then that limits kind of a lot of the things you can do with it. There's not a lot of tooling in the AppSync admin for dealing with your schema, like knowing what's changing and all that stuff. So a lot of interesting questions. It's also analytics becomes a thing. All the software is there and available for you inside of AWS, but you got to know how to configure to send your AppSync logs into CloudWatch and then have that go somewhere and set up the alerts. And again, you have to do this in other systems too, but some things you can get a lot easier out of the gates. So it just like depends. It's all of it is just trade-offs and figuring out what works best for you. But I would say if it's like,
Kurt,
yeah.
Oh, sorry. Continue your thought. I'm just looking at.
Yeah, no worries. All I was gonna say is just like a wrap up, which is like if there's not a lot of people touching it, and what you want is to be able to handle horizontal scale very quickly, and you want to get going pretty quickly and be able to build, then yeah, I recommend using something like serverless and Amplify because you can move off of Amplify too eventually. It creates cloud formation templates for you, which is AWS's solution to infrastructure as code. So it's compatible with other DevOps pipelines and tooling. They all know how to work with cloud formation templates. So you can migrate off of it as well. Yeah, so it's like kind of pick what's right for you. If you already know that it's like a large group and maybe multiple teams will want to manage their own graph or parts of like a domain, Federation is really cool because it allows you to present one graph to the whole world. But it's actually made up of multiple graphs where people are responsible for domains and contribute to the overall graph, but that creates a lot of freedom in the things that they can do. All right, that's it. I'm done. That's my spiel.
So, can you see an amplify /.config directory in your project?
I have amplify and backend. There's no /config. I have backend.
No .config.
No.
Yeah. So some of these other people are saying that you have to change a path in your .config, but that doesn't.
No, it just seems like it's
work.
not.
What if we try doing
to write to my computer? It seems like a Mac thing. Like this is totally like it can't write to this folder for some reason, and I'm trying to figure out how to fix permissions for that. Let me do that.
So
go ahead.
What it appears like when you say essentially the way I'm reading this is like if you do make dir /GraphQL, like the path / is your system root.
But I didn't. Oh, so it's like.
So that's what it's trying to do. So what people are suggesting is this. If you check out this comment I just sent you on Slack.
Yeah.
People are saying that you need to change the / to a / in your project config.
Yeah, okay. So that I know what they're talking about. And that lives, yes, that's like the CLI.json or team provider info. Okay. So let me go see.
I don't see it configured in either of those spots. We got backend config, but there's no instance of
yeah, because that's like an old file. I don't think it puts it there anymore. So here is the it's here. It's in .graphqlconfig.yaml. Docs file path. So we have to do ./GraphQL. I just tried that. Let's see if that.
Okay, let's give that a try then.
Yeah. Okay, so let's try that. Are you able to see that? Like, because we're in live share. Do you see this file? Okay, cool.
I see it in mine as well. Yeah.
Right. So let's try amplify push again, and that's because we changed the default path, and I bet I just didn't put dot in front of it.
Okay. Yeah, it's strange that their schema path was somehow set to all this. Like, there's a bunch of stuff in here that is pretty similar to our situation.
Yeah. So this is like spot check. That's the API. So this is the info related to that particular API. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So hopefully this will work this time. Let's see. But yeah, so then under the extension for the API, it's going to run code gen, and this didn't have a ./GraphQL, just had /GraphQL. So hopefully this fixes that.
Okie dokie.
We'll find out right now. Yeah, it's always
my
capitalization or a dot or something, Michael. You're right.
Yeah. Back when I was doing PHP, it was semicolons.
Oh.
But yeah, the thought I was having before about like modern video games is that I think a lot of developers have this attitude of like they would prefer to there we go again.
Bug.
I might have to change. I'm surprised that we don't. Hold on. Let me just try doing something that another person recommended. I'm following you right now. Anyway, a lot of developers have this attitude of like, it doesn't matter if we push a buggy game on release, like if we just sell a bunch of copies, we can push updates later on. Like we can push an incomplete game. It's happening all the time. There was the Star Wars Battlefront had the same.
Yeah.
Like developers are like falling back on this idea that they can push updates, so it doesn't matter. But if you think about some of the classic games, like some of the best games of all time, like the old, like I don't know. You think I might mind to some of the like non-connected systems, like Super Mario Sunshine and Smash Brothers Melee and Super Mario 64 and Ocarina of Time and all these games where like they're shipping a cartridge and all of the game files that are ever going to exist have to be on that cartridge. So you better make sure that it is polished as hell before it starts shipping. You don't have that same
that flexibility, like the over-the-air type updates.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I mean it's interesting. Like it's one of the, I guess, downsides of not having well, like it's like a benefit to be able to do that, but then it's like also a double-edged sword, because then, like you said, people take advantage of it and like, well, we can just send an update if something is broken. So they can put out stuff that's not as polished. It's definitely this docs file path. So let me Google like how to fix that.
Yeah, I don't know. This issue on GitHub pointed towards that.
Let me try this. Are we running push again? Try something real quick.
Yeah.
I want to try amplify configure code gen. This might work.
Okay.
If it would stop running the command. Well, while I wait for that, I'm just going to try it in another terminal real quick. Come on, Amplify CLI. Let's go. But yeah, because that's definitely what's stopping our config from being written. So until we fix this, we're kind of um, busted. Yeah, Ziggy, it is. Here we go. So choose the language, JavaScript, enter the file pattern. So I'm just gonna pick the default and like see what happens. Maximum depth statement. We said we'll do like 4. 4's good. Codegen configured. So now let's do amplify push again.
Hold on. I updated this schema path to a different place.
Oh snap.
Yeah.
Well, we can command Z it because it looks like the docs path is not right. It did set our max depth though. Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the schema path for the API. So this is looking for API like the schema.
So which is this is pointing at the right place. You know what? Like if you want to see what it was before, like this is what it was pointing at before.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what is it? What is this pointing to? You know?
Oh yeah, I don't know. That's like something that it's using under the hood. But that is like the correct thing. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take out this docs file.
But if we just think about this, like where could this relative file path possibly be?
The schema.json is under it points to a file in this folder somewhere.
But what is this URL relative to?
Oh, that's a good point. I don't know. I would say
like if we were to go
it's got
ls
something in node modules.
I can't type in this anymore. ls So this again is pointing to your like this ... is your computer's root directory.
Well, that assumes that that's going to be executed from the root level of the project. I imagine it might be a command executed from like within a node module somewhere or something.
But even at that, like if it's in node modules and it backs out 5 levels, it's like it still can't make its way /backend/API/spot check and whatnot.
Okay, so that has to exist. Otherwise it breaks this command. Yeah, I don't know, but that's definitely where it's like reading the schema JSON as far as like what is it using that for? I can't remember what that config is for. Something to do with Appsync. Like Appsync uses that specifically. We didn't write that. Like this whole file was generated
right. It's
dynamically. I don't know like what it resolves to though, honestly, at the end.
Here's another comment written on November 8th. Somebody said, in my case, the GraphQL config.yaml, the schema path property was somehow set to ... /schema.graphql when it was auto-generated. My fix was to update the path to amplify backend/API/API name/build/schema.graphql, changing this path to actually point to this schema.graphql.
And that fixed them being able to write the queries and stuff like the code gen. What problem?
Yeah, I mean
yeah. Let's try it.
It's the topic of this issue is amplify push fails with error creating directory.
Okay.
And so you have a whole bunch of responses in here from people with different things that fix it for them. I'm thinking that if we just change this path to like the actual because like this makes no sense to me. This is pointing at at something that clearly doesn't exist. So let's try pointing at something that does exist.
I'm all for it.
Amplify /
it's
backend.
Yeah, you got it.
API spot check.
GraphQL
and
schema.graphql.
It's just this, right?
Schema
a lot of these other people were
GraphQL, not JSON.
Right. Okay.
And that's cool. What people said worked.
Mm-hmm.
Let's try it.
Okay.
YOLO. Yeah, because it's really interesting. Like the next thing I want to try is changing. If this doesn't work, I want to reconfigure it and change the docs file path and see like what happens then.
Mm-hmm.
This is very confusing.
Yeah. This is one of my one of like my hesitancies with code gen. Like a lot of people are very excited about the idea of code gen. And like one of my fears about code gen is that like if you just you don't have any like insight into what the purpose of that code is or like why the code exists and stuff like that. It's a huge convenience because you don't have to write code. But then if something goes wrong, you have no, it's not your code. You don't know what
to do with
what it was meant to do.
Yeah. You know? That's very valid. What this is generating is like the query strings and stuff like that. Like technically, if we wanted to, we could not have code gen. I think we could turn that off, and then maybe this would work. That's actually another point. Oh wait, did we ever save this? This doesn't look saved yet.
Oh. Let's see what the
guy
or amplify pushes. While this is going, I'm just gonna go use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Yeah, we're at 1.5 hours now. Yeah. All right. Let's go dig into, see what we get. I guarantee this is the error he was on.
All right. Still nothing, eh? Huh.
Yeah, hang on. Okay, so let's try something real quick.
Yeah. Like this, yeah, this seems pretty likely fix. But it's just
it's not very clear.
Oh, you have the build directory there. It's get ignored. That's why I couldn't see it.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
The schema set to /build/schema.
Oh, here for schema path?
Yeah.
Okay, so it should be amplify backend API spot check build schema.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's fix that.
Yeah. But I that piece of the problem.
Yeah.
it still thinks that our.
I ran the wrong command.
Think that our.
Yeah.
Something is slash. Which. I wonder why that.
I need to rerun like amplify and init essentially, and
okay.
We did. I changed the base configuration, and then I don't know where that goes and like lives. Like I changed the path for GraphQL of where it was supposed to go, I think, and that like messed everything up. Maybe we'll see.
That like some of these other people in this thread are talking about having like some kind of amplified project config
we don't
stored
have
that as JSON, but yeah, we don't. So it makes it a little bit more curious. The root of your app directory. Okay.
I don't think that helps.
Oh wait, in your backend.
Yeah.
Or sorry, not delete the build folder.
No, yeah, backend
Something
build. Yep.
CloudFormation.
CloudFormation template.
Yeah, what's this?
Yeah, that's like
unrelated.
Yeah, Trevor is lagging right now because I'm running this amplify init. Like certain commands seem to just break everything. Okay, so it didn't really do anything. I'm trying to figure out how to configure this stupid. You know what I might do is just delete all the amplify stuff out of here and like reconfigure it, the project. This seems so drastic, but like we could do that.
Yeah, I mean, if there's any time to do it, I think that this seems like a good one, just because it's like.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this
relatively early on. Like
yeah,
we've done a whole lot.
No, I'm gonna
maybe we just
I'm gonna
good
take
idea.
this out.
Yeah, I was just gonna suggest. Yeah.
All right, so I've got this. Let me go put that somewhere. Oh, what the heck? Cool. Oh, it wasn't that much. Okay. All right, so that's there. So now let's just get rid of a lot of this amplify stuff. So amplify whole folder, delete. Oh, you know what? I shouldn't have done that. Let me do this. Probably just broke everything. I forgot they have like this whole delete command you can run to like shut stuff down.
Yeah, so the only important part is our like what would you this is a schema, right?
It is a schema. It's still a schema.
It's like an amplified schema. Yeah.
It's a schema with custom directives, really, is what it is. It's really not much different than like a schema you would see for Federation. Like it's still a spec compliant schema, just has some custom amplify or Appsync specific directives. All right, so this didn't work. I'm just deleting all this, and I'll go through my account and clean up all these services later. So we've got rid of that. AWS exports, let's delete that. Okay, so that gets rid of all of our code. So let's get this going again. This directory is not read write for you, is it? Let me fix that. Whoa.
Hey, I'm in here.
All right. Cool. So let's see. So now we're gonna do amplify init. We'll just start it over.
Okay.
I mean, we didn't do too much configuration, so it really shouldn't be a big deal.
Hmm.
Oh, oops.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you got it.
Visual Studio Code.
Yeah, so here's where it's going to get. So JavaScript.
Is that what we want? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. React Native. Source directory path //
Yes.
Right?
Let me check the image real quick.
Distribution
// Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
And build command, can I leave it like this?
Yeah, no, leave those. Those are going to be the defaults.
Okay.
And yeah, it's going to use my default provider.
I think now I'm done. Just let it go.
Yeah, it should be going. Yeah, it should be good. It's already setting up. What's going on? Look, no hands. Okay. Sorry, I was trying to send myself something, and Slack is just like, nope. I'm going to do like a spring cleaning on my laptop and start deleting a bunch of apps I don't use.
Oh, yeah. I had to... I upgraded to the Big Sur
how you like
operating system.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great. Do I want to use an AWS profile?
Yep.
All right.
We want the second one.
Profile, CLI Apollo.
Boom.
Easy.
Easy peasy.
But yeah, I was running low on space. I had like maybe 10 gigs free, and it required 40 gigs free in order to install the operating system. So I had to somehow get rid of 30 gigs of stuff off my computer.
Just empty out your downloads. That's it.
Oh, I just fleeced everything. Yeah, it was. Yeah. It felt really good. It was a good little purge of old files and stuff that was just
I'm due for that as well. My like movies directory, which is where all these go, like every stream I do for my personal stream, the Apollo stream, my Dungeons and Dragons stream, they all go into the same folder. So I just had like hundreds of actually this is cool. Yeah, you can run add auth first. Sorry, we'll want to do auth first. Only because we want the Cognito user pool set up, so then when we add the API, it will just automatically pick that stuff up.
Got it.
But yeah. So shoot, what was I saying? Something about.
What do you think? Default config?
Default config should be good. Email. Okay. This one we do want to switch to email. No, I am done. Yeah. I don't even remember what I was talking about. Crap.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh yeah, stuff, all that. Yeah, thank you. All that goes into one folder. So I just had like hundreds of gig of like old videos from old streams.
Oh my gosh. How big is your hard drive?
Pretty big. I mean, I guess it's not that big. It's like the maybe 500 gig.
Yeah, I'm working with the 250. So it fills up pretty fast.
Yeah.
Even like a few days without like quitting and restarting Chrome, like Chrome's.
Yeah. Isn't that wild?
Yeah, now I'm going to go amplify, add API. Yep. All right.
Look at you.
Here we go.
Amplifying.
I'm an amplify whiz.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. All I do is amplify.
You're a wizard, Harry.
You have Amazon certification,
yeah.
Harry. All right, GraphQL, right?
No, REST. Yeah, of course, GraphQL. So here, yeah, you got it.
Cognito user
You
pool.
got it. No, I am done.
And I am done.
Yeah. Yes, we do. We do have an annotated schema. So hit yes.
Okay.
Oh, oops, shoot. It always wants the file path. Ugh.
It's okay. You want to throw it in
Yeah,
somewhere?
let me throw it in real quick. Hang on. But I forgot about that. No, I'll just do a new file right here, and we can say schema.graphql, boop, and then I will take that code and put it in there. Sorry, I'm looking at Slack right now. Give me 1 second. Oh yeah, what you have. Yep, that should work. And then let me drop this in here. Okay, so that's saved.
All right.
Let's see what happens, but I didn't save it before you hit enter, so it might break. I'm very curious to see.
Yeah.
Very curious.
The timing was suspicious.
Super suspicious. Sus, in the words of Among Us. It's very sus.
Oh man.
You gotta be kidding. We gotta do it all over again.
Try again.
Hey you got it. Hey everyone, thanks for joining us for the Install Dependency Show, where we spend an hour and a half, almost 2 hours now, installing dependencies. Hey. I am your host.
This is the life.
It is the life. We'll get there one day. Look at you, you're just flying through this now.
Speed run.
Which is kind of neat that you can bring your own annotated schema too, and just like tell them where to look for it. But you still have to share that. Like that's my beef with this system is like, it's hard to work around the schema and around your graph. That's my biggest complaint.
Like, work around an existing graph.
Work around like this graph. So if this graph evolves and then one day we have like an accounts team that wants to like manage the accounts part of the graph, and then we have another team that wants to add another part of the graph. So now we can run amplify push.
Okay, let's push it.
I'm gonna have to go clean up these services. Oh, I'm probably getting charged through the roof right now. No, we haven't sent like any requests. It's not
through the roof.
Through the roof.
Like
it's 13 cents.
25 cents.
Yeah. I need to go see a chiropractor. Like my back needs to crack so bad, like right between my shoulder blades, and like just
my neck is stiff. We got a similar feeling going on.
Are you gonna take any vacations?
I'm done after next week.
Nice.
Yeah, and then back in the first week of the new year.
Yeah, create that business.
Yes. How about you?
This is the part where we got tripped up. Yes, we want to create the code. We want TypeScript or JavaScript. Now this is where we broke it because I changed it. Look, it wants to put it in source GraphQL, and instead I did GraphQL/JS, but that fucked it up. Should we just leave it?
Just do the default?
Yeah, let's just do the default and see if that works.
Possible.
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah, definitely. 4 is good.
4?
4.
Okay.
So that's like how many levels of relationships can you go within a query. So like spot check can have like author, can have spot check, can have authors, but that's as deep. Like you can't go um, too far down the rabbit hole. And now this is going to take another good long while.
That's okay. A few minutes. In high school, me and my friend Anton have like I don't know, it's like a stupid inside joke about for, because English class, like his teacher was like hammering home the point. All right, guys, like average of 3 sentences per paragraph. What is it? 3. Okay, how many sentences per paragraph? 3. And then she's like, Steven, how many sentences per paragraph? And he was not paying attention. He's like, 4? And so I don't know. Every time we encounter the word for,
brings that up.
That's the memory that comes back.
That's hilarious.
4?
4? Yeah, that would have been me. It really would have. I hate to say it. 4? I'd probably be asleep with like drool on my face and on the desk.
Aww.
I was not.
This looks like it's getting us further than it was in our previous attempts. I don't mean to jinx it or anything.
Yeah, no. Well, the very last step is writing the queries and mutations and stuff. So all of this is going to be. It's literally the last step. So like, if that, we won't know if it's going to fail until after all of this completes.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna go refill my coffee cup. In that case,
do your thing. While you do that, I will tell a tale. Actually, I don't have any tales or stories. But chat, if you have a story, share one with me, please. You can occupy me while we wait for this.
Let's hear your best tales.
Oh, I don't have any. I was just telling the chat. I don't have a tale.
No, I'm saying.
Oh, right. You got your headphones.
Chat tell us their best.
Yeah, tell me
the
a
best
tale.
Tales. Oh, yeah.
Ooh, let's hear like a programming horror story. I mean, I have some of those.
I have a good one.
Okay.
So I was building my first PhoneGap app.
Ooh.
Back in the day,
okay.
and it actually went really well. Like I already built a website for this project that my friends and I were working on called Pollinize, and we wanted to turn it into an app for Android and iOS, and I didn't know how to write Objective-C or Java.
Yeah.
So I went to use PhoneGap, and it all went really well. And I was working at a cafe at the time because I got my best work done working at a cafe. It was this wonderful 24-hour cafe that made the most bomb Rice Krispie treats.
Ooh.
And it was like the app was done. I was ready to publish it, and I was getting some like weird code signing issues or something like that. And so I thought there was a problem with my what is it called? Your key store. If you've published an iOS app before, you have a key store, which is like a very, very secret, important file that, it's very important. And I thought, oh well, I'm just gonna try like deleting my key store and trying like running it again. So I deleted my key store, and then it told me that I basically learned to delete your key store. And stupid me, I didn't. It's not like I just put my key store in the my key store.
Yeah, gone forever.
And so it's gone forever, and that means that if you don't have a key store for a particular app, you can't publish to that app ever again.
Basically, ever
you need
again.
You need that key store. So I was like, crap! Like that sucks. The name of that app is now like dead. Like I can't publish to it anymore. And so I was stressing out, but luckily, I don't know how I thought to do this, but I had backed up the key store on like a external hard drive at my house. So when I went home, the first thing I did was like boot up my external hard drive and check it out, and there it was, lo and behold, key So I got saved, but I was sweating. I didn't tell any of the guys that this happened. Like this was just my secret
That's
fuck up.
amazing that it was like you were sweating the whole time, probably like crap.
At a cafe, yeah. Yeah.
Wow. That's a good one. I deleted a production website one time working at a digital agency. They hosted like their own servers. They had like multiple projects like next to each other and stuff. And like, yeah, I was in the wrong directory and I ran the wrong command on our production server and just deleted like the entire website. And we put most of it back together from backups, but they lost like a couple weeks worth of work and some other stuff. It was fun, real fun times. But I don't blame myself. Like they should have had better systems in place for sure.
Truly.
Yeah, that was rough. Yeah, that was not fun. But yeah, you know, stuff happens. Like I can't tell you how many times I've deleted a file and like needed it later. Like that's the worst. Like I've undone git changes only to realize like, you know, like I needed those changes.
That is the worst.
Yeah.
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 That is so bad when you're like working on in like on Git and you like make a bunch of changes to a file, or the classic one is where you like do a bunch of changes in a new file and then think, oh, I don't need that new file anymore, I'll just delete it, and then turns out you do, but you can't even like go back through Git history because that new file is just evaporated.
Oh, that is the worst. Yeah, that is really bad. Yeah, so these things happen, yo. I'd love to hear from you, chat. Let me know. Give me a one-liner about like your worst experience, biggest horror story. Because that shit is funny, and I want to laugh. Share with us.
I'm trying to think.
I mean, I have other ones. I've done a bunch of
I know I've got more, yeah.
At Major League Soccer, because I didn't know how, like, I didn't fully grasp how data loader worked. I thought it was like a caching layer. I didn't realize that it just like stores the promise and then resolves like, you know, all of the handlers that are like waiting on that particular call. Anyway, long story short is like we were just not prepared for the production level of traffic that we got on one of our biggest days at MLS, and the whole GraphQL API came down, and I had like 3 days before the next week games to figure out how to fix it. That was, I implemented like an entire like application tier caching system in like 3 or 4 days. It was interesting.
Legend.
Yeah, it was, well, legend's one word for it. I was like completely exhausted, and but it was like I was the reason we were using GraphQL, so it was like, you know, I gotta fix this. Like
it all falls down to you.
Yeah, so I fixed it and it worked. It was a great caching system. Actually, Kyle, I don't know if he's still hanging out in chat. Probably not. We've been here for 2 hours now. But he just came on the stream and whatever, some caching stuff. And like a lot, what he did is definitely a more elegant solution, but it's very similar to what we ended up doing at MLS.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. This is still
I
running.
have not done caching stuff with GraphQL yet.
No, it's like it's really not much different. Like even with REST APIs, like sometimes you need caching between the database and the resolvers, and you know, yeah, so it's not uncommon.
I did I've done a bunch of like what is Amazon's thing, CloudFront?
Yes.
I've done like CloudFront.
Yes, it's edge caching.
Right. And that seemed cool, I guess.
Yeah, edge caching is great. It's hard to do with GraphQL though, because like everything is post requests, so you don't get much of the benefit. There are ways to do get requests, so you can use more edge caching, but you don't get a ton of benefit from edge caching. Well, we were using Fastly, and so we were using like Vickle, like I guess it's Varnish, so VCL templates. So you could cache post requests, but like it takes like your DevOps engineer like understanding kind of like the structure of queries and the mutations and stuff. So we were able to do some caching, but because MLS has very varying data response time needs, like some data is super hot, like when there's a live match going, those stats needs to be like instantaneous. Whereas once a match is over, you can cache the stats for it honestly indefinitely because uh, it's not going to change, right? Like barring some sort of like judgment call or like they, something happens that might change the winner, but like the stats where people were and how many goals were shot and all this stuff, or like attempts were made, like all that is going to remain the same now forever. So you can cache it like as long as you want. So it was a really interesting problem to solve because we had to account for such hot data and cold data.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. This is still updating. I mean, it's just going. There's not much we can do about it. But they weren't lying when they said it might take a few minutes, eh?
Yeah. A few for sure.
A few. If we get this like working, I mean, we're at 2 hours. We're gonna have to call it here soon anyway. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully this gets at least deployed and we can say, look, the app loads up, and then we can exit stage left. Sorry, folks.
Yeah.
Not the most interesting of streams. Just a whole lot of us hanging out and installing stuff. But hey, that's what development is like sometimes.
Yeah. It sure is.
It surely is.
I'm
what are your...
Go ahead.
I was just going to ask you what your plans were for your vacation, and I never answered in that. I am also taking off like at the end of next week and out till January, so that'll be cool.
Nice. Yeah, I am sticking around here, going skateboarding at the old grocery store.
Nice.
Underground parking.
Oh, that's right. Is it getting cold?
That's pretty much it.
Do you do a lot of winter skating?
It's a little cold.
Yeah.
Underground, it's not too cold,
right.
The wind or anything like that. So it's pretty good.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah, I plan on sticking around here, side projects, stuff like that.
Cool.
How about yourself?
Definitely staying home, not going anywhere, not doing anything fancy. I do have a lot of house chores I plan to get done that have been building up, and that might not seem like fun, but I think it will be fun because like I like doing like tasks that make me work with my hands, and it's hard for me to find the time to do it, but it's very rewarding work when it's done, so I like it. But yeah, I'm gonna do that, and a lot of family funtivities. We're gonna break out all kinds of crafting adventures and do some of that stuff. Play some new board games with the kids we haven't got to play yet. There's a whole lot of chilling. I'm gonna do some school stuff with Miles. He's in pre-K and he's doing like virtual stuff, but he's not getting like a lot of like person-to-person like interaction. So we're gonna do some school and stuff together, working on his letters.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. And then, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what else winter break holds. Yeah, but lots of Christmas movies and lounging around on the couch, I'm sure.
Yeah. What are some of their favorite board games right now?
I don't know the name of it. What is the name of it? But it's like a zombie hand. So it's basically like there's like locked doors and you have to like get keys to like unlock the doors. And like what you can either choose one card from a pile or two from like the zombie hand, and it's like has its hand out. And if you like pull it and it closes on your hand, if the zombie grabs you, you have to put back your cards and take another locked door. And it's like whoever unlocks all their doors the fastest wins. That's one.
Oh.
The other one is where you are a cat who has to go find your other cat friends. So it's like on a board game and there's a bunch of tokens like flipped over. So you have to try and find your tokens, but you don't know which ones are yours until they start getting flipped over. And then you have to make it to the milk at the end once you like rescue all your kitten friends. That one's a lot of fun.
Cool.
Yeah, and then don't wake daddy is one. So that you're like trying to sneak snacks, and like you have to like keep like pressing this button, and then eventually like the dad figure will like pop up and sit up, and like if you wake up daddy, you like lose your turn and have to go back and like put your candy back. It's fun.
I see.
They come up with some fun games. And then we started playing Dungeons and Dragons, but that's really like it's
advanced stuff.
yeah, but for them it's really not. Like really all we do is like I'll like put like draw up like a quick map and then tell them who their characters are, and then like just create a scenario, and like we don't use stats or roll dice or anything. They pretty much just want to do whatever they want. Dawson is always like, well, can I have a friend that's a unicorn? And I'm like, yeah, of course you can. Like it's made up world, you can do whatever you want. So just like yeah, it just devolves into basically just like, you know, like playing at that point. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Miles is just getting into Pokemon now. Went through a Godzilla phase. Yeah, now he's all about Pokemon.
There's been this resurgence of the Pokemon card game. Like people are cards like investments or something now. Or
yeah,
I don't know. Or heard about all that?
I mean, well, no, just that like same thing with like Magic the Gathering, and like a lot of those card systems eventually, like some of the rare ones become worth like a substantial amount of money. People like, you know, it's a collectible. But is this? Yeah. Are you saying they're collecting them like to play, like they're like, or are they collecting collectibles? No. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like a whole gambling aspect.
Yeah. Oh snap! It did it. It did it.
Endpoint now. Check it out.
We do, and look, it just put the code inside of. That's so weird that it says source, but then new to drop it in GraphQL. I'm so curious. But here we have this AWS Appsync region and the authentication type. So see, that was what we were missing before. So.
And oh, I see. Yeah.
And the endpoint. Yeah. So now those exist, whereas before, and that was important for this config. So now this config should work. We should be good. Let's run this. Yarn iOS. Woof. Let's see what happens. We might have done it, folks. We might have did it. At long last. I guess I dragged this over at some point. Cool, yo. Well, let's see how this goes. It was a battle. Maybe. Let's not get too excited. It hasn't started yet. We might hit another issue. But I mean, progress for sure. Regardless, this is our stopping point. I hope it works because I'd like to leave on a high note. Yeah.
One of the things that I'd like to try this, like during the break is, I want to deploy my first Cloudflare Workers API.
Yes. That is something I'm very interested in. Cloudflare Workers, also for their WebSocket support and their durable objects. They're called, I think, right? Something like that.
Yeah, they got a lot of cool things going.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see how that would work.
Cloudflare.
Oh, I think maybe I have to hit reload now. Oops. Yeah, I was waiting for me to hit reload. I'm so confused. I don't know what's what anymore.
What's this?
That's the old error. I don't think that's
new.
Oh,
okay. I was looking for Netlify forms. I used Netlify forms on one of my side projects, and I want to switch to Versal. have a forms solution. So forms free, and it was like really awesome, easy to set up. React hook that you track the solution state of it and all this makes it quite easy.
That's awesome.
So
we've got an error with the configuration, but I'm thinking it's because we are not specifying the right properties. So I think they might have different names. No, it's just the names. Like this is.
Oh yeah.
So this is needs to be fixed as well. I just realized this, but it still wouldn't have worked before because these properties weren't in there at all. But they do need to be named properly. Cool. And then I don't think we have API key. That doesn't exist for us because we're using the tokens. So that line can go away. Yep. So we can save this. And now let's see if we get... It should bundle and rebuild because we changed app.js. Yeah, there we go. So the bundle's rebuilding. Ugh. Still saying we're not giving it the URL, but like we 100% are. Let's console log what Appsync config is.
Yeah.
I mean, just... Oops. No, I was waiting for audit. There it is. Waiting for that autocomplete. All right, so yeah, let's console log this and at least see. Can't find variable React. Well, that's totally different. Oh. Oh. Don't we have to do that? Oh my goodness. Did I do... No, okay. Yeah, so that should work. Or is it React Native? I'm confused. Why would we have to import React?
Here we go. Object.
So that's right. Yeah, now it's a different error. So now we're not getting that error. So maybe it didn't update. I think that this is working. I think it's that, but now it's saying it can't find React.
Cannot find...
Like it's trying to use React Web, not like the AWS Appsync client is looking. Well, do you in React Native, or does it come from React Native?
Is just what it gives you the like view.
No, because I switched it and it worked. We are running. We are up and we are running. Yeah, we did it. Wait, what?
Nice.
Undefined is not a function. Well, we were running.
Like in examples on the React Native.
Oh, then maybe that's what it was. And then I thought it updated when I went React Native, but really it was fixed on React and it was like a thing behind.
A delay
Yeah. And so this might still be delayed.
Massage.
Yeah, I could really use something like that. There we go. You're right. So it is from React. So it's working. Okay, so let's just try to log in. Wait, I used my email. Come on. It is frozen. Hang on. Curtis Kemple plus. I did spot check, right?
Ooh, I don't remember.
Me either. I think this is it. And then, crap, what did I make my password?
Test, maybe?
I thought so, right? User does not. Oh, it's a new. The user doesn't exist because it's a whole new back end we built.
Yep.
Oops. So let's go to sign up. So now I can make it whatever I want. So yeah, we'll do plus spot check at gmail.com. And then for password, yeah, I'll just do test. Sign up. Invalid password format. It wants like test.
Like it needs care.
Apparently. So at test 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Hey, very secure. All right. For real. So I'm going to take this here and we're going to swing over here so that no one can see me going into my Gmails to get my secret code. I mean, it's actually just my personal email. There's not really like anything. It's just a whole bunch of unread newsletters and promotions for things I will never, ever, ever purchase. That's it. Oh, come on. All right, got my code. I'm ready to go. Yeah, those two. What the hell? Oh, okay. User does not exist. No crap. I was sending my...
Try log.
Oh, that might be the old error. Interesting. Oh, stream is smooth. But what is this? No credentials, application ID, or entry. So I don't think we're fully there.
But we're close.
We're super close because it's building.
What?
Oh, wait, this is different. This is for Expo, I think. React Native logs. Well, the next step, I think this is like good. Really, the next step to do would be to, I guess, like try and, well, we don't have any queries right now. I think actually we should probably wrap up here. And when we come back on the next stream, we'll try and get some queries and mutations going and try to deluge any, I think that's the right word, like fix any issues we experience there. And then we should be good to go. But at least we've got the app rendering. We've got the dependencies in, the client created. And I don't think it's a matter that we're not getting the credentials, because that was giving us like a hard error. Like it's like, no, you can't even start without having this. So we'll have to see. But like we should be able to do some auth checking. So with this auth library, we can console log as well, like the session and the user, and make sure that this stuff is working. But regardless, we are at a heck of a lot closer than we were 2 hours ago. So that feels good.
Certainly. I think that's a wrap.
Yeah. Oh, that's a wrap.
What do you think?
I can't go anymore. I need a break. Yeah.
Me too, man.
Yeah, hang on. Yeah, right. I'm gonna go for a walk. Yeah, do something. But yeah, I guess yeah. With that, we can kind of wrap up. Oh, you're coming in a little choppy now. Let's see if you straighten
Sorry
out.
about
Oh,
that.
it's not a you problem. That's a me problem. Let me get rid of some stuff here and see if that free up some resources. Yeah. Boom. Let's quit some VS Code. Close this. Hey. Close this. Let's switch us back to just video. Yeah, we can get out of here, you know?
Out of here. I'm gonna go make a. That's the missing.
Yeah, burrito sounds awesome. I could go for some dinner. Yeah, it's time to eat. 5:30 here. All right, with that, we're gonna get out of here, folks. We're gonna wrap up there. Thank you for sticking through that with us. That was exciting. But I'm really looking forward to the next stream where we can actually start taking advantage of some of this cool stuff that AppSync and Amplify is gonna give us. So cool, cool. All right, check y'all later. Thanks for joining us. We are out.